I am Luna and welcome back to the channel. I got to go to Hawaii for my birthday. This is frozen. This... Look at ice. The foot. So the first full day there, we got up at 6 in the morning, which sounds early for vacation. To be fair, that was like 8 AM home time, so that really wasn't so bad. We got up that early in order to hike to the summit of Diamond Head Crater. And we had to be there by like 8:30 in the morning because they want us to be there a half hour before reservation time. And I just wanted to be able to have a chance to have coffee and a breakfast before going up the summit. We got there early enough that it wasn't too warm, so the hike was actually very nice. It was only like a mile and a half-ish, maybe a little over. It was mostly a steady incline the entire time, but it wasn't until you got to like the summit. Then it was very steep, but mostly because it was all stairs. The summit is about 560 feet from like the base of the crater. Turns out my husband hoped/thought that the crater might have been created by an asteroid, which also really would have been cool. But of course this is Hawaii and everything is created by volcanoes. Apparently this crater also used to be used as Fort Ruger, and that's why at the summit there was a really cool observation station we were able to explore. It was warm by the time we were going back down, but because of it being downhill and mostly shaded by a bunch of trees, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't too warm for us. There was plenty of shade and it was actually really windy that day to the point where there was a wind advisory on the weather app. We ended up finishing the hike by like 10 AM and we figured, well, we have most of a day left, what are we going to do now? So after that we decided to check out the zoo, because why not? It was like halfway between the crater and where where our hotel was. So we decided, heck, let's go to the zoo. Zoos are fun! This one was smaller than other zoos I had been to, but I guess that makes sense because it is a zoo in Hawaii. We decided to have lunch when we got there because, yes, it was only 10:30 by the time we arrived, but at home that would have been 12:30, so lunchtime, so it made sense too when we discovered there was a restaurant inside the zoo. Get some lunch, why not? And we wanted to explore the zoo anyway, so if there happens to be food there, might as well get it while we're there. Also, I had never seen a kookaburra in person before. I'm surprised like none of the other zoos I've been to had one, but this one did. He was real cute and he actually spoke to us. Yeah. We did see a lot of animals while we were at the zoo. That even though it was small, they had quite a variety of exhibits and animals living there. But for the sake of this vlog, I'm going to focus on my favourites, and my favourites were I got to see a fennec fox who was real cute, wasn't doing much because he was very sleepy and all curled up, but looked so adorable. Also got to see a cheetah who was roaming around, but when we got close to the exhibit he happened to be up in a tree. I also really enjoyed being able to see the African hunting dogs. They weren't doing much either. They were also sleeping, much like the fennec fox, but unlike the fennec fox, they weren't curled up. They're lounging, not unlike my dog Gibson when he decides to lounge. But after the zoo, we decided to go back to our hotel, but on the way back, we realized there was like a walkway that runs not perpendicular, I think the word is I'm looking for. This walkway goes from the beach to the sea wall that they had set up so that to be a shallow area for people to swim in, and you can have a fantastic view of the beach and also Waikiki Beach behind you, which was gorgeous, especially since we had a really nice day by that point because the sun had gone up and any clouds that were up taking up all the sky earlier in the day had completely cleared, got completely burnt off. The next day we didn't do much because it was Saturday, so everything's like extra busy, so we decided we'll just have a nice lazy day for the most part, but we still wanted to do something, so we went and checked out, what was it called? in like the International Market Centre or something like that. We just spent time walking around, mostly window shopping because hardly anything was open at that point. We got there before anything was open. There was maybe 2-3 shops open by that point. And by the time we reached the other end than where we had entered, we had discovered that there was a cat cafe, which was more of just a place where you could hang out with cats rather than an actual cafe, but still very cute. They had like 19 cats and I hung out with them for a little bit. After the cat cafe, we grabbed some lunch at one of the places that had opened, decided to head back to our hotel to eat it because things were starting to get busy because things had opened, and we spent the rest of the day relaxing, enjoying the beach and enjoying people watching from our balcony. That is it for this video. Next week will be part 2 of our trip to Hawaii, because we did so much I couldn't fit it all in one video, so I had to break it up. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, I really do appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not so we can hang out again. Until next time, take care. Pika pika!